Good morning or good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. My name is John Swafford. I'm the Director of International Enrollment Management here at Middle Tennessee State University, or MTSU. We really appreciate y'all joining us today. Today, what we're going to talk about for this webinar is next steps for graduate students. Once you've been admitted, the things that you need to do to make sure that you can quickly get enrolled and make things a little smoother once you actually get here to MTSU. So we'll start by introducing our team. I'm just going to go by who I see in the window. So Matthew, if you could introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Matthew Wells. I am the Marketing and Events Coordinator for the office.
Thank you, sir. Brian Prittis, if you could introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name's Brian. I'm the international student recruiter here. So helping answer questions as you think about MTSU, as you think about coming and getting settled on campus. So let me know if you have any questions. Happy to help.
Miss Toy, if you can introduce yourself. Toy, you're muted.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Toy Scott. I work with you once you're admitted to get your documents and issue the I-20. It's good to see everybody here.
Thank you. Um, Brian Medrano, if you could introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. My name is Brian Medrano. I am the Associate Director of International Enrollment here at MTSU. It's so nice to meet every one of you.
And then Victoria, if you can introduce yourself, please.
All right. Good morning, everyone. My name is Victoria Rajabongs. I am the undergraduate admissions analyst. Any questions you may have, I may not be able to answer, but I will do my best.
Thank you, ma'am. And then finally, Miss Felicia, if you will introduce yourself, and you can go ahead and start from there.
Great. Thank you so much, John. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. My name is Felicia Griner, and I am the graduate admissions analyst here at Middle Tennessee State University. So we're going to go through today and just talk about some of the things you need to do to get started. You can start working on these things before you get here, and that's really going to help you with your transition. Some of these topics that we're going to be chatting about today, we're just going to touch on them for familiarity's sake, just so that you can say, hey, I've seen that and I know that is something that is available to me at MTSU. I just need to remember how to get to it. So the topics we're going to go over today is going to be just the I-20, your student account, your advisor and program orientation, graduate assistantships. We'll talk about immunization, housing, the international orientation, and the College of Graduate Studies orientation. And then we'll talk about deferrals and change of programs if that's something that's going to apply to you as well. Okay, so for your I-20, this is our next step meeting, which means you may have been admitted, but you have not yet received your I-20. You may be wondering why, and it's probably because we are waiting on some type of documentation from you before we can get that I-20 to you. Ms. Toy is a fantastic immigration specialist. She will get that turned around to you as quickly as you can get those documents to her. So let's keep that in mind. We'll issue that I-20 to you. Can you get back one more slide, Matthew, if you don't mind? No worries. So for that I-20, we're going to go ahead, once you're admitted into your degree program, so you cannot receive an I-20 until you have been fully admitted into your degree program. So if you know that you haven't submitted your transcript, or you know you're still waiting for a decision from the program, asking for your I-20 is not going to be beneficial because you won't receive it until you have been admitted into the degree program. And we also have to have a copy of your passport, your signed financial support form, and financial documents showing that you have the funds to support yourself while you're here. Financial documents, we're going to accept financial bank statements. We accept your citizenship award letter and also any scholarships you may have been awarded. Okay, so can we go to the next slide, Matthew? Amazing. So student accounts. So there are two logins you need to establish if you haven't already. Your email login, which we'll talk about on the next slide, and then your Pipeline MT. Until you're admitted into your degree program, you won't be able to access Pipeline, but you should be able to now if you've been admitted. This is the website you'll need to go to. And from here, you're going to go ahead and follow those prompts to get into your Pipeline MT account. Why do I need a pipeline MT account, you may ask? Well, I'm going to tell you. It's because here in your pipeline, this is pretty much your heartbeat of your attendance here at MTSU. You're going to find where you can register. You're going to find your transcript and your standing. You're going to be able to get enrollment confirmation on your pipeline account. Yours may look a little different because this is my account and I have more access to things, but this is what your pipeline MT page would look like once you visit that site. Okay, next slide. Email. If you have not done this already, I'm not quite sure what's happening. You need to, as soon as you have submitted and paid your application fee, you will be sent an MTSU student email account. You should have already signed up into this already, but if you have not, go ahead and at the top of any of our web pages, you'll see over in the far right beside the magnifying glass, there's also a little envelope. Click that, it's going to take you to this page. It doesn't matter where you are on our website. It'll take you to this page and you can see where it says if you are logging into your email for the first time or you need to change your password, then you're going to click that blue link right there and follow the prompts. Okay, thank you, Matthew. Next slide. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move into contacting the advisor in the program. So each of our program degrees have an assigned program director who's there to assist you with not only the admissions piece, but throughout your academic career. I have this highlighted, I have this bolded in all caps because it is very, very, very important that if you have not already to reach out to your degree program. As graduate students, we do expect a higher level of functionality from you guys. This isn't your first rodeo. You've been to college before and you have had to go through the admissions process and the enrollment process. So we expect you guys to be able to just navigate this space a little bit easier than an incoming freshman. So if you have not already, you must reach out to your program director to get more information. Additional program requirements is one of those things. Admissions does require your transcript and if you need English proficiency, sure. But we do have some programs that require either recitals or they'll require you to do an interview or they'll require additional documentation from you. Not only that, they'll be able to assist you with course selection when registration opens for you. Um, our office does not require our applicants to confirm their admissions once we send you that admit letter, but your program may. So do make sure if you have not already reached out to your program director. From any of the program websites, you'll see across the top, usually there's links there. If you click just that requirements link, it's going to take you to the page, the part of the page that looks like this. Here on this page, you can see right up underneath the program title, the program director's name and their contact information. This is where you can find your point of contact in your degree program for any of our programs that's listed on our website. Thank you, Matthew. Next slide. Okay, I know that some of you will have questions about graduate assistantships. I know that it is a big part of how you're able to come and study here at MTSU. So for graduate assistantships, I'm going to start off by saying that it's a student-driven process. I have it down here at the bottom in bold, but it is a student-driven process. I understand that you have questions, but the majority of the questions are questions that we can't answer in our office. That is because assistantships are awarded by the individual offices. So we have no control over when they review, when they award, how much they award. But we can tell you where to go to start that process. So on the College of Graduate Studies webpage, you see that link right there. This is what it's going to look like when you follow this link. You'll scroll down a couple and then you'll see down here at the bottom where it says graduate assistantship. I'll go ahead and open up that menu. And then from there, you're going to see a lot more information. Then you're going to be able to click that link to apply. You can apply for as many positions and for whatever position you want. We can't restrict you from applying. Keep in mind, though, this is a student-driven process. I highly advise you to reach out to the office, the department, the program that you would like to work with your assistantship. let them know that you're applying, let them know why you're applying. These are things also that you'll put in your application, but you want to have that person to person kind of communication just because, A, that's part of just getting a job in general. And then also you want to let them know that you're out there because these graduate assistantships are highly competitive, apologies. And if you wait around, if you don't contact someone, let them know that you're interested, then you may not be as successful if you'd like to be. So I do encourage you to apply early, apply to as many positions as you would like to. There will be a separate application for each position you're interested in. So one application is not like a blanket for all of the assistantships available. You have to apply to your specific assistantship that you're interested to. Once again, remember that this is student driven. This is your this is what you want. You want assistantship, you got to go work for it. But we will be here to help you get to the website because we just don't have any additional information to provide about assistantships other than helping you get to where you would apply for that. Okay, next slide.
Alrighty, so immunizations here. So every student needs to have your immunizations done, and you'll have a hold on your account actually from the health services office. So please try to get those immunizations in. So you'll have to bring those immunizations or send them ahead of time. You have to complete those requirements in order to apply for or enroll in all 9 credit hours as graduate students and to live on campus. So please, there's some instructions that you should be receiving in your MTSU email, as well as I'll post the link in the chat as well for how to submit your immunizations. Because, yeah, like you need your MMRs and your varicellas and stuff. So try to get those in because otherwise it'll be difficult to register for classes. And if you register for classes and it pops up and says, hey, you have a hold from Student Health Services for immunizations, you'll have to reach out to the health services office to have that removed. And they can help as well with giving you those shots too. So on to the next one. Yep. So for housing, there's 2 main things that you can do for housing. You can either live on campus, which is not required, or you can live off campus. So if you're looking to live on campus, I do recommend please apply right after this call. Please there's a quick application. It fills up pretty fast, so please apply as soon as possible. We have great residence halls all throughout campus with dining facilities and stuff all in there. Like right, a couple buildings down from here, there's actually uh it's Corlu and they have like Chick-fil-A and Subway and a couple other restaurants right in the same building. So there's options all throughout campus so you can easily walk. But hey, there's also great off-campus apartments right over there. So you can walk as well. So there's many options available. Again, unfortunately, we're not able to help from our office directly, but we can definitely help, kind of nudge you in the right direction. There's some really great opportunities and really great spots immediately off campus and even, kind of directly adjacent to campus. So easily to walk to. So just a heads up though, signing a lease in the US to get an apartment is a big deal. You're making an agreement. So please make sure that you know that you're responsible for your housing contract if you live off campus. But yeah, there's also some great groups. Like if you're looking to find a roommate, there's I would look on Facebook for MTSU students looking for housing and stuff. There's some great groups to help find roommates and find some affordable places. Um, Perfect. And then international orientation. Felicia mentioned this. We'll be putting this on in a few weeks, but we'll be a webinar format just like this. We'll kind of go through, hey, as an F1 student, what do you need to know? What do you need to know to stay in status? All the different requirements that you have to do. So it is a requirement. We just want to make sure that you know those requirements and truly live them because that's what you'll be doing as an F1 student under your visa. So we'll have a little quiz, and you'll have to score, a high enough score on your quiz when you submit it in order for us to remove the hold. But that hold will start on the first day of classes, so you don't have to worry about it right away. But it'll be right before classes. We'll be holding this international orientation, and things like making sure you're enrolled in enough classes, making what happens, when do you need to submit different documents, ahead of the end of your program and stuff like that. So please make sure that when you see the international orientation, link pop up in for the events, please sign up because it's a lot of fun. We have a good time putting it on. But at the end of the day, you're responsible for your F1 status, and we're just here to help guide you. And this is really one of the best resources that we have. And then for you might have, your College of Graduate Studies or orientation. So there's a link here, and we'll be able to send it to you as well if you reach out to us, internationalgrad@mtsu.edu. But the College of Graduate Studies holds a quick orientation as well, kind of like a next steps webinar. Who would have thought? We're but yeah, they hold one as well. So there's just different things to help you get situated. Hey, what does it mean to be a graduate student here at MTSU? What are the big things that you need to remember? So definitely make sure and feel free to reach out to us, internationalgrad@mtsu.edu, and we can help give you this link too. You should be receiving it in your MTSU email. But yeah, a lot of great admitted student next steps specific to graduate students in that. So let's say, hey, it's hard to get a visa appointment, or life happens. Life happens to us too. But just life happens. So what happens if you have to defer? You want to change programs? Please reach out to us, internationalgrad@mtsu.edu. So for graduate programs, what we'll need is for you to withdraw your current application and submit a new one for the term that you're planning to attend, or if you're looking to switch programs to attend. But there's no separate application fee. If you are currently applied for a master's program, for a new master's program, still no application fee. Now, if you're looking to apply for like a PhD program or a different level, there may be a different application fee. But all of your previously submitted transcripts or evaluations, will be applied to that new application. So different reference number letters as well. Most of the time do come through, but program specific materials you may be asked to resubmit those. So definitely recommend reaching out to us because once you apply to that new program, you'll see that new checklist, and we'll be able to go through within a business day or two to make sure that checklist is updated to that new requirements. So just a heads up though that you are applying for that new program, new term, and admissions program requirements may change. So please recommend that hey, if you're looking to defer, submit that early. Reach out to your department, just like Felicia said earlier. Let them know, make sure that they're informed if you have to defer, so that way they know they have a heads up that hey, Brian's looking at deferring, but hey, life happens, and we'll be watching for that application. So please let us know, and we'll be happy to help guide you through that process. So let's go, Matthew. And we'll be posting this webinar, this presentation as well on our webinar page. But we have a lot of our resources, basically everything we talked about on this call. We'll have all the links right there. So if you're looking at, hey, where do I get to the pipeline, or how do I defer my application, or even like for housing, how do I find off-campus housing? That'll all be right there. So please feel free to reference that because definitely a lot of great information there. We'll be happy to help as well. So again, internationalgrad@mtsu.edu for any questions. So yeah, speaking of questions, if you have questions, we'll be happy to help. If it's something specific to you, please email us. Otherwise, general questions, we're happy to help.
Thank you both. So I see one question in the inbox. I see a couple actually right now. One I've already answered, asking about the scholarship. I need you to email us. You haven't gotten your I-20. Typically, we issue that I-20 within 3 business days. That's our goal. Oftentimes, it's much faster than that. That's after we've gotten all of our documents. So I would have you reach out to the email I'm about to put in the chat. To ask about your I-20, what documents are still required, or what's being waited on for your I-20 to be issued.
Any other questions?
Okay. So keep in mind, we're going to have several other webinars going on. There's going to be another one next week about the visa interview process. We're going to talk more about housing and immunizations at a deeper level in later webinars. and then some other things about student services, culture shock, things like that. The place that you signed up for this webinar, you should be able to find our landing page with a calendar. And you can see all of the other webinars that we're hosting this semester or for the spring semester. Please feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions about that. I'm going to put in the chat. Yes, that is the email for I-20 questions. That is for our immigration specialist or international specialist, pardon. And so she can assist you with any of your questions about the I-20 and what's needed. All right, so this link that I've just put in there, that's where you'll be able to find the rest of our events, our rest of our webinars for the month of November and December, leading up to January. You will not see on there the international orientation events. They're not uploaded on there yet, but soon you'll be able to register for those as well. But if you have any other webinars you're interested in attending, please sign up. A lot of really important information, and it's difficult for international students because you are not here, and it's a completely different system. So there's a lot of transition that's occurring. So we really want these webinars to be as useful for you as they can be to get you as prepared as possible for once you come to MTSU. So with that being said, if there are no other questions, Brian and Felicia, thank you so much for that wonderful presentation. Thank you all for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you in January.